What's up, y'all? Welcome to Better Marriage Daily, where we talk about how you can love each other in spite of each other and have a great marriage. You know what I'm saying? I'm Sean.
And I'm V.
And y'all, we just here to talk about it, baby.
Let's talk about it.
We're here to talk about it, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it. So today, we're going to, let me read it. I want to read it because I want to get it right. Forgiveness after offense. Forgiveness. Right. So we get the questions as we go, but it's forgiveness after offense.
Mm-hmm.
How long should it take? But let's just talk about, getting offended. Let's just talk about that.
Yes.
So when you first get married, and after you've been married for a while even, it's real easy to offend your spouse.
Yes.
Because if you've been working on it, you know what I'm saying? Like really working on it, then you love each other, like for real.
You do.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing you want to do is disappoint your spouse.
Yes, absolutely.
The last thing you want to do.
The last thing.
Much less offend them.
Right.
Right. So it's really weird to have offended your spouse. And it's even more weird to be offended because now you got to decide how much offense you're going to have.
Exactly. That's the question.
That is
the question.
That's the $1 million question.
Yes.
How much offense are you going to have?
Mm-hmm. And it's a decision that you have to make. It really is. You have to decide how offended am I going to be.
Want to give an example of it? You want to give an example?
Well, I mean, just Friday, we had an opportunity to be offended, right? You had an opportunity to be offended on Friday.
I did.
Something happened over the weekend, 2 days before our anniversary. You see how we forget so fast?
We just be loving on each other in spite of each other.
Yes.
Give it some.
Yes. I know we talked about it on the video. On the video that we made live.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a thing. So so we were talking, so it was her birthday. It was our anniversary. And we were talking about her birthday because for our anniversary, she's like, I don't really want to do that. I want to go to. I said, well, what about your birthday? So Lil Sean had come through, and it was his birthday the day before our anniversary.
Right.
March 2nd, April 3rd. March 2nd, March 3rd. Our anniversary is March 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So, we had talked to him on his birthday while we were sitting in the living room, and we were like, yeah, man. He says, man, my birthday, my girlfriend want to do all this stuff for me. I don't need all that stuff, man. Just love on me and, we can do something together, keep it small and whatnot, right? And so, then he left. And so then she says, yeah, like I'm with Lil Sean. I'm saying it's same with me, I just don't need to do nothing for my birthday. And I was like, let me look in my camera. I said, and she kept talking.
Because I didn't notice that, he was having an issue.
She didn't notice.
I didn't notice.
So here's what I've noticed about my wife. When she gets uncomfortable, she gets really chatty.
Yeah.
She just starts talking and just digging that hole and digging that hole and digging that hole and digging it.
I was digging that hole.
I mean, just like keeps on digging it. So she's talking and she's going in and this is me. This is me. And I looked at my face to see how I was like. She was sitting to my left. I looked back at TV and she was just talking. And I'm trying not to have any kind of look on my face. And I'm just like, oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And she talked for like 25 minutes.
It wasn't that long. But
it was 25 minutes. We went through, it was 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
At least 25 minutes. And she couldn't understand why I wasn't responding.
Yeah. He was very, very quiet.
So she kept picking. Mm-hmm. She kept talking and picking to see if she could find a point of a response.
Right.
And my responses were really soft and really dry because pro tip, if you are in a place where you're feeling offended, right? Then the best thing for you to do is pause.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I paused. I just paused. And if she would have not noticed that I was quiet, then it would have just went away and we probably never would have talked about it.
Right.
But at some point of her talking and not getting a response, she noticed.
I noticed.
And then she just went in and she was trying to make jokes and cracks and smiling.
And he was not.
And I was like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was not his normal self.
Because y'all.
He was not his normal self.
When I tell y'all, this little woman right here, clown about her birthday.
I have in the past.
And her anniversary.
I've clowned.
Notice I say her anniversary?
Yes.
Because she'd be like, I did not want to spend my anniversary. You know. Oh, you want to talk about clown?
I've clowned.
And out of her mouth, she said, because birthdays are special to me.
Mm-hmm.
And birthdays should be special.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, okay, well, cool. We're going to make it special. Every time we're going to make it special.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do that. And so now imagine my surprise when I'm sitting here after our son leaves and she's like, yeah, I agree with him. You know, birthdays just ain't that important no more. So I took all that heat for nothing.
No, they're important, but it just depends on how I want to celebrate it.
So I think deep down inside, what had happened was she knew this next point. And she was trying to gloss over it and change the narrative. Yeah. She was trying to gaslight me, y'all.
I was not trying to gaslight you.
Gaslight her
I was not trying to gaslight you.
She was trying to convince me that she did not care about birthdays. It was not that important.
Well, a lot of things have changed, yeah.
But that ain't changed. That ain't changed. So here's the real deal. So weeks ago, maybe even a month and a half ago, so she, we're in the room and she's just casually talking and she was like, yeah, my sister called and she said, yeah, well, we think about coming to your house for your birthday. And I was like, yeah, well, that's cool. She said, we just want to make sure that you wasn't doing nothing. So I said, okay, yeah, that's cool. And she didn't notice.
I didn't notice.
She didn't notice that I just kind of went, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. And I let her finish talking because I'm not rude.
Right.
And I walked away. When she finished talking, I walked away. I got out. So I got out. And I left it alone. And then whenever, fast forward a month and a half later, whenever, little Sean's here and he's talking about how he doesn't really, and that's par for the course for him. He don't really do birthdays like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. And this one starts talking about how she don't like birthdays. And I'm like, she don't really, it's okay. I don't really want to celebrate them. And I don't want to go on no trips. And I don't want to do this. I don't want to do nothing special. I just want to keep it small. So now she don't know, but in my mind, I remember a month and a half ago. And I remember all 23 years where I kept getting charged because see what y'all missing. Lil Sean's birthday is March 2nd. Our anniversary is March the 3rd. Her birthday is March 21st. And it seems like every year for the past 4, 5, 7, 8 years, I have had a major and really cool thing to do that took up her birthday. Right?
Yeah.
And she charged me for that fully. Each time. Each time. Even when I try to make up for it and say, well, look, we're going to go for our anniversary and we're going to do it big and we're going to stay going a week, but that still ain't my birthday. Did you say that?
I did say that.
That's still ain't my birthday. So I'm thinking about all this stuff, y'all, all this stuff. And she's sitting, because I'm looking at this woman sitting across from me talking about she don't really care about it whenever she just did it. And so I said, I couldn't take it no more because she kept talking. She was uncomfortable. So I said, well, let me rescue her. Let me let her know.
Sean to the rescue.
Let me let her know what's going on in my head because she's trying to figure it out and she can't. And I say, you know what, man? I say, you know what, man? Since when did you not care about birthdays? Oh, it's been a lot. Stop it. And then I calmed down and got quiet again. And she talked for another 10, 15 minutes trying to gaslight me into believing that she hadn't really cared about birthdays in a long time, when last year I got the opportunity to host a documentary, a travel doc, and that went over her birthday. And she was like, oh, my birthday, huh? I was like, I'm going to make it up to you. We're going to go do da-da-da-da. Yeah, but it won't be my birthday. And I'm like,
but I didn't get too upset about that.
No, well, you didn't let me see that you were being too upset.
I wasn't. You know, I wasn't. But I learned.
But you still charged me for it. Yeah. But you still charged me for it. You might learn afterwards, but I still got the lick.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting here, and I've been quiet all the time. Mm-hmm. So then now she's sitting up there trying to gaslight me. So then I get even more warm. But if you'll remember on one of the episodes, I said my endeavor for the rest of my life is never to raise my voice to my wife. So the way you do that is you be quiet. So when she was talking, I said, that's not how it happened, babe. And I started documenting. I said, this birthday you got me, that birthday you got me, this birthday you got me. And this time, whenever I tried to plan something in the middle of the birthday and the anniversary, you said, no, it don't count for both of them. I'm like, well, I just can't win for losing. And here we are, you talking about you don't care about the birthday. Well, y'all, she didn't care because I made her understand why I was quiet. She mentioned to me that her sister had asked, said that she wanted to come for her birthday. They were going to all come for her birthday. And I went, oh, okay, cool. Now, when she told me this, she was telling me that they had decided to do that. And so fast forward to us sitting on the couch last Friday talking right before our anniversary. And I said, let me ask you a question. If I would have decided something like that, big like that, because of course I'm operating on old information, that birthdays are important to you. If I would have operated like that and decided to do something like that on my own and just inform you that this is what's happening, how well would that have gone over?
Probably not well at all.
And she says, well, I mean, not well, but I'm telling you, it don't matter to me. And so she's still trying to gaslight me. And I'm like, no circle. Remember we talked about circle argument? We talked about that? I said, no circle. You did this without asking, without even, you ain't got to ask me for permission. You just didn't even say, hey, they said, they wanted to come over for my birthday. What you think about it? Did you have something planned? She just assumed I ain't had nothing planned. Now, y'all, I had a trip to Colorado planned. I wanted to go and do it big for her birthday. You know what I'm saying? And when she said, oh, yeah, they're coming over, I said, okay, cool. And I walked away. So I had an opportunity to be offended. I wasn't offended that rip. I did well.
Yeah, you did.
I did well. I was good. I was cool. I was like, okay, cool. They coming, no problem. And then on the Friday before our 23rd anniversary, this one tried to start gaslighting me, talking about birthdays important because she knows she didn't accepted her sisters to come without consulting me. Because I know at some point she realized it. Maybe while she was talking, she realized it.
Maybe so. And
I was like, okay. And so we start talking about that, man, and we go and that conversation goes for another 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah, maybe.
Of us going back and forth on that. And I said, look, man, at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want to say, but I know if it's an important day for us and I make a unilateral decision about what we gonna do without consulting you, it will not go well for me. I will not have a good time.
It won't be a great celebration.
And we will both know why I'm not having a good time. Because Lil want everybody love. Gonna be giving me the blues. Passive aggressive. Oh yeah, this is cool. You want to do that? It don't matter. So yeah. So I was offended. And I did pretty well until, like I said, until it came back.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came back, then it was like, oh. And then I was still doing well because I'm like, look, it's already happening. But I just don't like the fact that you're not trying to gaslight me now. I'm like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Let me clarify, because then I'm gonna really be mad and I'm gonna hold a grudge. And I don't want to hold a grudge because then it'll blow up somewhere else. Another pro tip.
Yep.
Deal with it.
Yep.
Then
Yeah.
Deal with it then.
Don't let it fester.
Don't let it fester. Because I was able to process whenever she let me know what we was doing for her birthday. I was able to process that. And I moved on from it. I was cool. You know, because I enjoyed spending time with her, with her sisters. It's cool when they come. And I know she enjoys that. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Because they don't come often.
Because they don't come often. And they wanted to come for her birthday, but they wanted to come why? They thought it was.
They thought it was my 60th birthday. But even though they found out it wasn't, they were like, whatever, we still want to come. It doesn't matter.
And she was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. The babies thought. Angela knew. Yeah. The babies thought.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But you were
like, sister under me, yeah. Cool. I thought it was cool, and it's something I didn't have to go rip and run, and I didn't have to go out of town. I didn't have to do none of that. I was like, they can come to me, I'm good.
And I heard her say that, and I said, you know what?
Good. They can come to me, I'm good.
I'm not even gonna charge you for that. But then whenever it came back, like I said, came back to my remembrance.
It was
that was the other thing. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
You talk about growth.
Yeah.
You talk about growth.
I apologize, and I said it was my bad because I did not. First of all, I'm going to say this. Do not make assumptions about anything, because I did make assumptions and I should have said something. I should have said something earlier. But a lot of times these months come so quick that when you look up, I didn't even think about my birthday until my sister and I talked about it. I didn't even think about it.
Meanwhile, I'm thinking about everything.
Yeah.
I'm planning it out.
I didn't even think about it because to me, I was like, you know what? I have a lot going on. We have a lot going on this year and I'm good. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to celebrate it until these other things that I want to do. I'll celebrate them then.
You want to talk about the diversion we had on that?
No.
You sure?
No, I'm positive.
I thought we being fully transparent.
No. Yeah. No, that could be another thing.
We'll come back.
Yeah, that'd be another. This is enough. This is enough.
Okay, cool.
This is enough.
So how long should it take for you to be offended? And I get over things extremely. Once I have my say, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Once I have my say, I'm good. I'm like, okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You think I don't?
I don't know. I don't know.
Wait a minute, we talking about it.
I don't know.
Give me this.
And I can't, all I can do is believe what you say.
You see how she doing that? Y'all see how
all I can do is believe what you say. It doesn't come out in other ways. So that's all I can do is believe what you say.
But you saying that like you don't believe what I say.
No. All I can do is believe what you say. You know what I'm saying? All I can believe is
Say believe one more time.
I take for granted that when you say that you are, you've dealt with it, you've forgiven, that you have.
Oh yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
But you was, you didn't say that a while ago. You kind of like,
That's all I can.
You say you do.
Yeah, but the thing that I do know that a lot of times you forgive quicker than I do, even though that's been something that I've had to work on.
You're a lot better.
Yeah, I'm a lot better because I had, once I got offended, I was still offended for a minute. But these days, I really do think it through and I deal with my thoughts and I have this whole dialogue going in my head. And I'm able to really, really process everything, all of my thoughts. And so I do a better job of that. But once we've gone many years where it's just not being offended by something he said, by something he did, but it's other people. That was a part of my life. Once you crossed me,
oh yeah,
I was done for a good while. Now I'm not going to mistreat you, but I'm done. Things are definitely things were different.
They different between us.
Yeah.
But I got to give her props because y'all heard her a while ago when she said that. She said, I said my bad. Man, y'all don't know. That's and that was probably the reason it didn't go any further.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as she realized, number one, why I was quiet, and after I told her exactly what it was, Her first words out of her mouth wasn't, but it was,
yes, my bad.
My bad. Mm-hmm. Hey, my bad. Mm-hmm. And then the gaslighting comes. But I mean, but Sean, I ain't cared about a birthday long. See, stop. Go back to the my bad part. Go back to the, let's not go there.
See, you were doing good.
You was doing real good. You was doing real good, man. But yeah, so she was like, yeah, she said, my bad. So ladies and gentlemen, the number one thing you can do and mean it to diffuse an offense once you're aware is acknowledge and own it. Don't placate and don't do it to placate. Don't do it to to say, oh yeah, okay, well if you think I did it, it's my bad. Mm-hmm. If you think I did it, then my bad.
That's not cool.
That's not cool. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. Mm-hmm. Say, you look them in the eye and be like, hey, my bad, babe. My bad. Mm-hmm. This is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But obviously I was wrong.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
And because we've had knockdown dragouts just because she wouldn't say my bad.
Right. Because I wouldn't say it.
She would not say it. I'm talking voices raised. Mm-hmm. Remember the garlic?
Yeah. Voices raised, garlic. Everything, man. It took, when I apologized, I said I my bad. It was because trust and believe the Holy Spirit dealt with me. God dealt with me on it. It wasn't anything that I would just say automatic. It didn't come automatic for me.
Yeah. And so if you are offended, right? So let's just say you are offended, right? How long should it take?
It depends on the offense. For me, how deep it is, how important it is.
Give me an example.
If you did, example, you went and spend more money.
Give an example from our life. I'm look, I'm a wide open book.
You went spend money.
No, you can't say that. I don't spend them.
No.
Give a specific example. Find one. They got some. They got a lot. You had a lot of time to be offensive.
Offended, yeah.
You had a lot of offensive.
No, I haven't really been offended a lot. You haven't really, other than I talked about my birthday. But I started to, you have to understand too, for women especially, things like that. The one thing that you don't ever have to worry about is what holiday that you don't have to worry about, Vanessa? What holiday is it? There are two of them. You don't have to worry about me.
Mardi Gras? No.
I don't do Mardi Gras. I'm not from here.
But you said two holidays.
There are two occasions that you don't have to worry about me being offended that something came up that you are working, that you forgot. What is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Christmas, because we don't give each other gifts for Christmas. You don't have that. Valentine's, don't even try.
Yeah, my bad. I should have known that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we talk about that. No, we love each other every day.
Yeah, every day. We those things.
Yeah.
Please.
Those made up holidays.
Oh my goodness. Don't do it. And Christmas, because we give to others. I don't, we give to each other all year long.
All year long.
So I don't believe in, you know what I'm saying? No. But
I got an offense that you was offended by me multiple times.
What?
Whenever I volunteer you to talk to people.
Yeah, but it's
before now. You can't. You're a very, very, very evolved human being now.
Yeah, but when I think about offense, I'm thinking that's something that hurt my feelings.
Oh, but I don't be hurting your feelings like that.
That's what I said earlier. Mm-hmm. That's what I think about. You haven't been an inconsiderate person. You haven't been that. You know what I'm saying? But something where you hurt my feelings and didn't even really realize you did. You know what I'm saying? Like didn't even realize you did. Like talking about birthday. That you didn't even remember because of the work that you were doing and how focused you were on work. There have been seasons where you didn't even remember. You remembered it months before, but then when it came close to it, you didn't remember.
Your birthday?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my birthday was coming because when you are focused on your projects, when you are focused on music, when you have deadlines, you are living in day-tight compartments.
Yep, that's
what you are not thinking about. You have to think about it. You look up and be like, oh crap. Your birthday is next week.
But you need to understand, though.
Your birthday is in 2 days.
In February. Yeah. And in February, I'm thinking about the anniversary.
Right.
And after the anniversary, I'm thinking about your birthday. Yeah. Now, when I get to working.
Yes, right? But that's what I'm saying.
If we hadn't decided to go anywhere, then I'm waiting until the day before.
Yeah.
If it's really tight, then I'll wait till the day before to do it. But I have never, trust and believe, after you done line me up
a few times,
after you done line me up all them times, I promise you, and I tell you right here in all sincerity, I don't ever forget about your birthday. Yeah.
But I know how you are with everything. You'll say, okay, in your mind, this needs to be done. Even with deadlines, this needs to be done. I need to do this, or I need to pay this, or whatever.
I need to go here,
and then I need to go here, and then when you look up, the day is like up on you, and you be like, oh crap.
Yeah, but I've already,
because you've been focused.
I've already accounted.
You've been so focused.
No, but I've already accounted for it.
You just don't charge you. Yeah, I don't charge you for things. But when I say offense, I'm talking about something that would truly hurt my feelings. You haven't done that. I can't. I can't even recall
that I took a gig or took something on your birthday. I agreed to do something on your birthday. You was hardcore offended.
Yeah, I was, but I haven't been, because I'm like, you know what? In the big scheme of things, and who really wants to do something on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday? So there was a time, because I hadn't been, married. I wasn't married. I didn't have anybody to share those days with. Mm-hmm. It was a great day for me to say, yeah, my birthday's today, but I never celebrated because I never really had anybody to celebrate it with in different seasons.
Right.
So because I'm married now, and to share my day with my husband, it started to mean something. Because even when we first got married, it didn't mean that much to me. You know what I'm saying? Because of my routine, So, it's just, then I've learned because of what you do and because of what your career is, I had to learn it and grow up and say, hey, just like your anniversary, there are times where the schedule may not allow for you to celebrate. You may have to celebrate your anniversary the month after. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it takes growing into that.
No, you gotta let the people know. Yeah. If it happens the month after, it's big. You're doing something nice now.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm coming through.
You're coming through.
Through.
And I appreciate that. But a lot of that is just growing up and growing, just maturing. And you realize that you know what? If God willing, there will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I've had to really, deal with that. God willing, there will be tomorrow, and He's gonna make it up. So you're good.
Yeah.
I
had something that I think you were truly offended by. It may come back, but so after we said we forgave, how do we truly forgive when we say we had? As in, do you bring it back up when a similar? Yeah, because you always do that.
I try not to do that. I try not to do that. I'm conscious of it now.
Oh, yeah.
Did I always? No. But I'm conscious of it now. I make a mental note. Well, you said you're good. You said you forgive. So guess what? I like your boy said on an interview. He says, don't say yes. Don't say yes when you mean no. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's not fair.
Not fair.
It's not fair. So if you say you forgive, if you say that you are no longer offended, then you are no longer offended.
So how do you do
and
that?
move on?
How do you do that? How do you process it?
How do I process it? Oh, some things just take prayer, and if you are showing me that you're conscious of the fact that I was offended and whatever you did to offend me, if you truly did something, then it doesn't happen again. And then I'm good. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. What I do is after I've gotten over the assault of the person telling me however they're telling me that they're offended, the volume and the viciousness. Once I get over that, then I think about, I put myself in their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
What I tend to do is I put myself in their shoes. How would I feel?
Yeah.
And I understand that everybody's not me,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody doesn't forgive as fast as I do. And
no, because you forgive really fast.
And everybody doesn't think through every particular avenue. But I'll go down a rabbit hole thinking about it and be like,
but some people, a person like me, and I think a part of the reason why it takes me a little bit longer is that the way that I process things. I'm thinking of every scenario. I have all of these conversations going on in my head.
Remember them conversations we talked about that I don't be privy to?
I have all of those conversations, and having those conversations, and I know a lot of it is just God, it's the Holy Spirit dealing with me. But those conversations, it gets me to where I need to be. So when it's over, it's over.
It was over, it's over. And it says, how do we extend grace?
You put yourself in that person's.
I answered it before.
You did. You put yourself in that person's that person's shoes. How would I want him to deal with me if it were me? And so that alone would soften my heart because, I have to think about that. Because guess what? Tomorrow it could be me. 2 hours from now, it could be me.
Could be.
Yeah. The way things happen, and the way the enemy will jump in and start a fire.
Man, we got all these reports about how people have been blessed by our podcast. We have people, for 40 plus year marriage with little to with no PDA, no public displays of affection, even around the family. And then they watched the podcast, and all of a sudden, one of their children reported that the dad walks through and leans down and kisses the mom, and they have a little interaction right there and walks off. And the kid's like, yo, whoa, when did this start? Kid was low-key almost offended that he was like, whoa, where did this come from? And the mom was like, yeah, you remember you told us about Sean's podcast? Well, we watched it and we were able to have conversations that we've never been able to have. And here we are. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And as soon as we get those reports and we're just reveling in those reports, we get an opportunity to test
an opportunity quickly, quick, fast. And
so then, and then right before the anniversary, could have messed up the whole anniversary.
Yeah, could have, but we weren't. We were like, nah, devil. We recognize what you're trying to do
because she saw something was wrong. She kept talking, knowing that I was going to rescue her eventually, and then. Then I gave in and said why I was a little displeased, a little out of sorts, feeling some type of way, had a little bit of,
a little thorn in your
thorn in my heart. You know what I'm saying? What Harold say? What Harold say? Yeah, you got gravy. Had some gravy on your chest. Had a little gravy on my chest.
That's funny.
Yeah, a little gravy on my chest. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all, guess what? We really did have a great weekend, even with the opportunity to be, to be offended, the opportunity to, that an argument would be sparked. We had a great weekend just chilling. We did, we went out Sunday evening. We had a reservation. He made a reservation to go to Vic and Anthony's, which that's one of my favorite places for special occasions. And it was nice because I was like, man, I felt great. The whole weekend, I was so grateful for where, from where we've come from to now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was grateful. Had we not even gone to dinner, I would have been good.
Yeah, because you didn't want to go.
I didn't want to go. No, I was like,
especially
I don't need to do
after
that.
All conversation, I don't need to do nothing.
And shoes after that plate lunch we had on Sunday, I was like, dude, I don't need nothing else.
Yeah, because she knows I got something planned. But she says, hey, I don't know what you got planned, but for lunch I want something savory.
Savory.
So and we got a spot here that because we're in Louisiana, so there's something called a plate lunch, and a plate lunch comes in a styrofoam container, and it's got sections, and it's generally some very, very, it's soul food. It's Louisiana soul food. It's Creole food. It's Creole food. So it's soul food with that Creole style. So that's what it is. So we both had meatloaf and cabbage and
cornbread dressing.
And she got the cornbread dressing. I got the homemade mashed potatoes. And they have some. We have something in the Creole culture called mash pan. Mash pan is cornbread, but it's sweet cornbread and it's moist like cake.
Oh my goodness!
Look at here. This woman makes mash pan and it's so good. Yes. And I had the field peas.
Yes,
no, field peas or the black.
Yeah,
no, I had the
black eyed peas.
Yeah, I had the black eyed peas. Man, look at here.
I would have been good. I'm telling you. I didn't need to go in. I didn't need to go to dinner.
And we ate half of the plate. We ate half of the plate.
Half.
And but then I told her where I was going. She says, "Okay, well, I'm not gonna touch nothing, so I can eat."
So I could eat. And it was. I thank you because it was a nice evening. But I would have been fine just being home, spending time with you. We had a really good anniversary weekend.
We did, and that's the thing about us. Once you get comfortable with each other, and you're secure in your relationship. A lot of times, man, you don't have to do nothing. You just be there, and like I'm getting used to being in her presence and not having her talk to me. I'm getting used to being in each other's. We've always been used to it, but I'm comfortable.
You're settling into.
I mean, I've always been settled, but I'm getting used to us not having to do anything.
Right.
We never had to do anything.
No.
But lately, we've literally gone days without leaving the house,
which is not normal.
It is not cool for me.
For him. It has not been. That is not his normal.
I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it. But I understand that we about to get real busy. So I told us that we're gonna take this opportunity to just enjoy. We're gonna take this opportunity to enjoy each other. And just get those reserves pumped up, so that whenever we do start to run in, we can have that to call back on. So to sum up, forgive quickly, but before you forgive quickly, identify that you are offended, and after you identify that you're offended, don't let it fester.
Don't let it fester.
And then once you've identified it, now you have to let your partner know, hey, I was offended. I'm low key feeling some type of way. That's the way I said it. I'm feeling some type of way. Not even low key now. I'm high key.
Yeah.
I was low key feeling some type of way. Low key feeling some type of way.
From low key to high key.
When you told me about it and I let it go, but now it's high key. It's full on. It's full on. So you're offended, and so when your partner tells you that they're offended, now you have to listen to them, hear them, and a solution to not turn it into a full blown argument is to, before you respond, pause. Just like whenever you got offended, before you respond, pause.
Pause. Yeah.
So that's a big key. Before you respond, pause, and then after you've paused and thought about what they told you about how they were offended, then you say, okay, my bad. You immediately acknowledge that it's your bad. And then say, I see how you could feel that way. That was not my intention. But since I did offend you, my bad. And then you can lock that away back in your database and say, this offends my spouse. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Because if you do this, next time probably will be a knockdown drag. Unless you keep on doing the tips that we give you to learn how to love each other in spite of each other and have better marriage daily.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect segue to wrap this thing up. Y'all, we are so happy about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, please.
14 episodes in. If y'all want to give us some feedback, try to be nice. Don't, because we're not going to pay attention to the BS. Try to be nice. We're doing this for real. We're doing this to help people out. We're doing this
to help and to bless. Because we've needed, we needed this, early on, especially. And there weren't any, what's the word?
Well, there's a lot of people doing marriage stuff, but they're not being transparent.
Right. Right.
They doing the candy cane stuff, the powder puff stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
And
kind of
marriages
dancing around issues, and you can't help anyone like that. You just can't, because people are marriages are suffering. People are suffering in marriages, and they just need answers, and they need to know that they're not alone. And so that's why we chose to do this. And it was his idea, and then he had to bring me along, and I had to, pray and fast and pray.
A couple of decades later, we get it going.
Things, because it's something that I really, really wanted to do, to help.
Yeah. And then when we get those reports, so if we're helping in any way, please respond in the comments.
Yeah, respond in the comments.
What you're going through is going to help somebody. It's going to bless somebody. So that's why we're doing this, and that's why we're here at Better Marriage Daily. So until next time, I'm Sean,
and I'm V,
and we're gonna see y'all next time. Look, I said next time. How many times? A whole bunch of times.
A whole bunch of times. Yeah.
All right. Peace.